Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another quick breakdown prediction for another strawweight fight on UFC 252. Got Felice Herrig versus Virna Jandiroba. In all honesty, I have to say this is going to be a very dangerous fight for Felice Herrig. You know, coming off a 2-year layoff, after that torn ACL. She's been out of the octagon for almost 2 years now. So going in there against somebody like the former Invicta champion, very tough grappler, black belt BJJ, and Virna Jandiroba, this is going to be tough, man. But at the same time, this is going to tell us if Felice Herrig has that natural muscle memory, that natural octagon IQ where she can just come back in and, never miss a beat. She's been in there with some of the top UFC fighters, unlike Virna Jandiroba. Virna Jandiroba, since she's came over, she holds a good record over a lot of the fighters in Invicta, but at the same time, whenever it came to somebody like Carla Esparza, who's a more polished wrestler and fighter, she was dealt her loss. When you look at somebody like Felice, she's been in there with different looks. She's been in there with some of the top fighters in the UFC. Has about 8 losses, but she's never been stopped. She's never been submitted. So that is proof that she is tough. But like I said, we want to see if she has that IQ to just come back in here and make adjustments and to pick up on what Virna Jandiroba does as far as being predictable. But going into this fight, man, after a 2-year layoff, she's gonna have to use her legs. She's gonna have to see if that ankle works. Because Virna Jandiroba is gonna press her. Virna Jandiroba is gonna want to take this fight to the ground. So for Felice Herrig, she's gonna have to keep this fight standing. She's gonna have to use boxing. She's gonna have to use her Muay Thai, and she's gonna have to fight at that range to get them head kicks going, to get the respect. I think that Virna Jandiroba, when she comes in there more so straightforward and predictable, and that head open, she can kind of set the pace for good head kicks. Felice can. Just use that quicker jab, the quicker hands she has, and, use a lot of feints and move side to side. Don't go to the ground with Virna Jandiroba. Don't make it 50-50. I know that Felice Herrig has a good ground game as well, but use your strengths. Even if you're not using a lot of movement, just use subtle movement where you can step side to side and get out of the way of danger. So for Felice Herrig, I think she just needs to keep this fight standing and use her octagon IQ, putting the jabs together on the back foot. And whenever Virna Jandiroba does come inside, stop those takedowns and just use those Muay Thai knees. Use those hard Muay Thai knees to the body to slow Virna Jandiroba down. And again, being friends with Carla Esparza, I'm sure Carla gave her some pointers on how to handle a fighter like Virna Jandiroba, because, Carla was able to out-wrestle her, out-work her on the ground, and just beat her up. She was able to be the tougher, more physical fighter than Virna. So those are definitely some other positives that Felice have going for her. For Virna Jandiroba, I feel like she just can't be predictable with the takedowns. Just going straight in. We just can't let her know, she's just going to try to take us down. So all we got to do is just jab her to death and stay on the outside. So she has to more so try to set it up with striking. I've said this before with grapplers. They need to learn some damn striking. They need to use the damn jab to set up these takedowns. Because when you can hit somebody with a solid jab, or if you have a good solid jab to throw their timing off, then the takedowns will come easier. Those double legs will come. Even set you up for a good single leg. If you feint with the jab, you just come in and grab them with underhooks, you can take them down. Press them to the fence. I want to see Virna Jandiroba actually use those inner thigh kicks. Kick those ankles. Tenderize those legs and see how tough that ankle is. Go ahead and work her. Set those shots up and then just take her to the ground and use ground control and just make it a real physical fight on the ground for Felice and press her. Because she's been out of the octagon for a while, so you got to test her cardio as of now, and also just test her timing. Test her timing, because being out of the octagon for 2 years, sometimes the stamina and the timing can be off. So I think Virna Jandiroba just needs to kind of make it high-paced on the ground and really press her and just use a lot of ground and pound. Hit her to the body on the ground and use those strikes. But with that being said, if I had to make a prediction in this one, just factoring in the 2-year layoff, I think that Virna Jandiroba is going to be able to come away with a split decision win in this fight. I think that early on, Felice is going to have some success with her striking, but I think that Virna Jandiroba is going to pick up on it. She's going to use those takedowns, and she's going to use a lot of this energy to take Felice to the ground and just keep her there and just kind of outwork her on the ground and use takedowns to secure rounds. But Felice, if she's on her game, though, man, if she's on her game, she could just box her way and use her striking, to take her to a points decision as well, if she is on her game. But after 2 years off, and, she's coming off some losses as well, I think that, that's all going to kind of play into Virna Jandiroba's favor, because I think Virna has better momentum right now. And, she's a solid ground fighter. So if she's able to slow Felice down and go in there, I think she can pull out a split decision against a seasoned veteran in Felice Herrig. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this, guys. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Do you think Felice can pull this win out, or do you think Virna Jandiroba is going to be able to get a solid win against a veteran? Let me know, guys. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.